In this video, I'm going to discuss my personal student loan journey along with how it relates to the Senate hopefully passing the $10,000 student loan forgiveness on federal and private student loans, also extending the no interest on student loans until September 2021. Hey guys, I'm Tasha and welcome to my channel. Now, from the thumbnail, you already know I have over $58,000 in student loan debt. Now, before we get into that, we know that the House passed the HEROES Act May 15th, 2020, saying that they want to eliminate or forgive $10,000 of federal or private student loans and extend the no student loan interest until September 2021. Now, the main reason that I'm making this video is that since March or April of this year, they have, the student loans are on forbearance and no interest have been accruing until September 30th, 2021. Now, with that being said, some people are not paying their student loans while others are paying their student loans. Now, this was a very hard decision for me to make, but while I'm grateful that I have continued to have income coming in and I normally budget for me to pay my student loans and my company pays an additional $150 on my student loans, I decided to continue to pay my student loans. Now, the main reason that I decided to do this is because, with the main thing that I do not like about student loans is that when you graduate, they add on the interest after the deferment period. And then every month after that, they continue to put interest on your student loans. And that's probably the main reason that people are having so much trouble getting the student loans paid down unless you have a plan or a plan to pay your student loans down. Now, since January of 2020 through March, I had paid about $1,000 over $1,000 on my student loans. And here's the breakdown. Over 900 of that went towards interest, and then about 800 of that went toward principal. So it's just like I'm making the payments, but it's still going down. Now, since April, April, May, and June, I've made my payments. My student loans, I'm starting to see the student loan going down. So that has made me so excited because it just seemed like it's been sitting at $60,000 forever. And now that they're not putting interest on the student loans, I'm actually seeing it going down. Now, my plan is to continue to make my student loan payments along with the $150 that my company is paying, and I feel like I will really make some traction. And once I finish paying off, I have a credit card that has maybe like $1,200 on it, but it's at a 0% interest rate. And I'm going to, once that's paid off, I'm going to consider moving the payments that I was making on that credit card to my student loan, and that's going to, that debt snowball is going to just make it go by faster. But I forgot, I do still have my car payment, and I'm thinking about, my stretch goal was to pay my car off by the end of the year. We're gonna see how that goes. Like right now, not shopping, not traveling, and doing all those things, that's kind of cutting back to where I can put more money to some other things. So that's why it's a really good idea to budget so that you know how much money is coming in compared to what's going out. And you can see maybe, now that I'm not eating out a lot, because that was a pretty big expense for me going out to eat, and now I'm going to the grocery store. And you guys, I've been to the grocery store so much. When I got gas the other day, about 2 weeks ago, I was able to get gas for like 80 cents. I was like, whoa, I think maybe like 86 cents, but I don't think I've gotten gas that cheap for I don't know how long. So there are some cost savings with, staying at home more, not going out, that can benefit me in putting that money to another bill. Any small amount of money that you can put towards it is going to help. And so I'm just hoping that the Senate hurries up and passes the HEROES Act to where that they are going to eliminate $10,000 of our student loan for federal or private loans. I only have federal loans. I actually have an undergrad in business administration, and I have my master's in healthcare administration. So that's how I end up with the student loan debt. And while I'm just not for sure, I don't know that they're gonna pass it. Now $1.6 trillion of student loan debt is just, rising and rising and rising. So the student loan debt situation is gonna pop, and something needs to happen. So it's just like, on one hand, I feel like they're gonna have something on the table for it, but I really can see them continuing the no interest on student loans more than I can see them forgiving $10,000. But hey, if they do it, I'll be really happy with it. And if they extend the no student loan interest, that'll be even better. Because for me, it's not that I don't want to pay my student loans off. It's just that the system is definitely broken. We have to really figure out how it could be a benefit to all, because with them adding on so much interest every month, plus they added on the interest, but once I graduated, it just seems like it's never going down. And with people having so much credit card debt, car loan debt, housing, everything going on right now, I'm pretty sure student loan debt is probably the last thing that anybody wants to be thinking about. But with student loan debt not being able to be written off in bankruptcy, I don't know, student loan debt is probably worse than mortgage loans. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about that. But overall, let's wait and see what the Senate is going to do. And I'm going to give you guys an update probably sometimes in September and let you guys know, how much did this really impact. Now, when I went back looking over the years, I think it was maybe like 1 year that my whole payment that I made to my student loans went straight to interest, no principal. And so that's why my student loan wasn't going down. But I'm going to continue my plan on paying it, and then once I pay off my credit card and maybe even my car, then I'll consider putting more money towards my student loan, and then I feel like I should be able to get it paid off really soon. Drop down in the comments and let me know, how are you guys feeling about student loans? Are you still making your student loan payments? And do you feel like that they're gonna pass the student loan forgiveness or continue with no interest on student loans? Now, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope that you have found it helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and thanks for watching. It's not a game, it's a rich thing.